So anybody who has spent any time at all looking over my videos here on the Bilingual Barrier Busters site knows that I strongly advocate the learning of and the use of grammar in one's second language, and I'll stand on that I really believe there's some real value in actually sitting down and learning how to conjugate one's verbs and learning just how the grammar works. The grammar is a part of the language, and so any language learning system that tells you you don't need grammar, you can just pick it all up by osmosis and just like you did your first language, well, that's not true. That's not true in general. There are cases where somebody has prolonged contact with another language, especially as a child, and is able to just simply learn it by osmosis. But when we get older, especially, and when we want to expedite our language studies, there is some real value in learning the grammar of the language. Well, I want to focus on something else tonight, however, and see if we can also extend that to something else that would help us. If you're going to study a language like Spanish, or really any language, but particularly a Western language, what aspects of English grammar would help you? In other words, if you already had a foundation in English grammar, what aspects of English grammar would really help you as you decided to approach studying another language? Well, in the first place, you need to know what a verb is. Then you need to know what a subject is, what a direct object is, what an indirect object is, and you also need to know what a preposition is. If you know those things, and then you just have some rudimentary knowledge of what's an adjective, what's an adverb, what's a direct or an indirect article, that's really about all you need to know. That's really about all you need to know. Everything centers around the verb. Who performs the action of the verb? That's the subject. Who receives the action of the verb? That's the object. To whom or for whom was the action of the verb performed? Well, that's the indirect object, as long as we don't use the words to or for. Words that go before a position are prepositions. In, at, around, by, through, from. Those are prepositions, and if we just know that much, we're in pretty good shape.